If you're seeing this, my friend, then you are faced with an opportunity of a lifetime because it has never been easier to be you, to do what you love, and to get paid to exist, to receive abundantly for simply following your inspiration, acting on your excitement, and living true to who you really are. Because in the age of AI and technology, information is no longer valuable. We have instant, immediate access to anything that you could possibly want to know or learn. So, what becomes valuable now? If information is not valuable, access to information is ubiquitous, then what is it that is valuable but creativity, imagination, authenticity? You see, these are the real currencies of this new economy, this new world. And this is what I'm often referring to when I talk about the aligned creator economy. Because in this new economy, it is your unique expression, your authentic individuality, your one-of-a-kind perspective, your original inspiration as a visionary, as a creator. And so it's not so much the information, but it is the quality of where it's being created from, where it's being offered from, right? The vibrational nature, the feeling behind it, the resonance of it, the truth in it, the authenticity of that creation. So we're living through an era where basically everything becomes art, right? And these tools, these technologies become powerful co-creative tools that we get to use, not unlike the developments of the paintbrush and all of the other tools that a painter uses to create different effects and different brush strokes and different textures and all these things, none of which mimic or replace or can ever replicate the creativity that gives rise to the expression with those tools. Not unlike all the technologies and tools that artists and musicians now have to be able to loop rhythms and melodies and build a whole orchestra and symphony of sound with just themselves, right? With a microphone and an instrument and a computer, now you can create a whole orchestra of different sounds with just your own imagination. And this is just the beginning. So you see, AI is not only a creative tool to complement your imagination in this new world, but now for the entrepreneur, for the coach, for the healer, it's also this reservoir of information, this streamlining system to enhance your processes, your creative flow, right? It's not going to replace your intuition, your inspiration, your inner senses. That is your gold mine. That is your life force. And that is the true value. You see, you being in the stream of your own inner abundance, your inspiration, your intuition, your inner intelligence, that instinct that makes you you, that is now gold. And you see, when you cultivate that connection without filter, without resistance, without interference, when you allow that to flow, when you come in contact with who you are, and you give yourself permission to be yourself, you become wildly rich in this new aligned creator economy. In fact, you create your own economy. No longer do you have to plug into a system or conform to a marketplace. You don't need to live up to the expectations of society or even try to solve problems in the old way that we do this. But rather, you get to be you, show up as yourself, tapped in to your creative inspiration, allowing your pure imagination, acting on your inspiration, and getting paid to be you. This was the dream when I was a child, and it is now my reality because for many of you, as you know, I started on YouTube a little over a year ago. Midway through April of 2024, I committed to making daily videos for 30 days. I joined a challenge with a group of people. And I started, and I committed to doing it. And I knew that I was going to keep going, but I gave myself permission to just go for 30 days. Now, less than 4 months in, about August of that same year, I became monetized. I stuck it out. I learned along the way. I improved my abilities. I was open to feedback. I was committed to the excellence of this craft, of communicating, of inspiring, of connecting with people, of allowing myself to be myself, of cultivating that receptivity to my inner child and that playfulness and that spark, that visionary within that wanted to share ideas, wanted to be a living demonstration of what's possible. And within 4 or 5 months, I was monetized on YouTube. And that was just the beginning, because behind the scenes, I was working on my free masterclass, which if you don't already have access to, there's a link in the description below, where I took the model that I implemented to get from 0 to over 33,000 subscribers now in a little over a year. The I am alignment method, the 3 parts of identity, alignment, and manifestation, the metaphysical key, which is your breakthrough to changing the relationship you have with yourself, letting go of the limiting beliefs that are no longer keeping you stuck in a paradigm of lack, of scarcity, of limitation, breaking free into the paradigm of freedom, possibility, abundance, inspiration, and being you, allowing yourself to be you and sharing that in whatever way is relevant for your craft, for your business, for your expression, for your service, for the products that you're offering. Allowing yourself to step that up, right? Getting beyond the upper limits, breaking through the paradigms that are constraining you to whatever sort of plateau you've reached. And whether you've already gotten started or whether you're just getting started, I'm now creating a course which has been, in truth, in the works for years. This has been something that I've been dreaming of and outlining for a long time now, but I've been working on it for months. And in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be launching this. And if you want to have early bird access, the cheapest access to this, then comment creator down below and I'll send you a link where you can learn more about it, because this is going to be a lifetime access to a body of work that has taken me my entire life to produce. It is the ins and outs of all the ways in which that I've gone about growing my YouTube channel, social media presence, online brand presence, communicating my ideas, structuring my business, how I organize my content and create from that high frequency, that inspiration, how I take action on that inspiration. I trust my intuition, how I've developed the inner belief and trust and conviction in that, and how I've removed the incongruence and the interferences that come up, the imposter syndrome, the doubt that kept me from getting started all those months ago. And all of this has been proven time and time again through all the things that I've created, from the businesses that I've built, the marketing agency that I built, and the shared office space that I created years ago that was wildly successful. And now I'm doing it again with YouTube. And you can go back and you can see all the videos that I've created since last April, and you can watch the trajectory that I've been through. And the reason why I'm highlighting all of this is because imagine what's possible for you in 12 months if you fully commit to being you, if you fully go all in on your inner resources, and you embrace the technologies that are at your fingertips, and you give yourself permission to express yourself unapologetically, authentically, and doing so, you create your own economy. You become sovereign. You become autonomous in a world where we become potentially more and more slaves to a system, at the mercy of a paycheck to an organization. But instead, you reclaim that power. You become the creator of your reality. And you align yourself with your inner self. And in that, you have everything. You have an infinite stream of abundance which is moving through you to be shared, to be expressed, and then to come back around to you as the exchange of that abundance in this new aligned creator economy. And the good news is that you don't have to conform. You don't need to compromise yourself. You, my friend, are the niche. You're a one-of-a-kind, original masterpiece in the making. And that's what this journey is all about. If you were to fully commit to yourself for 12 months, and you were to use the framework that I've created, and you were to really go all in, what becomes available to you? What becomes possible for you? You wouldn't even recognize the life that you live in 12 months when you look back on who you are now. That I can promise you, because that's my lived experience. And now one of the most important questions of all is, what is the cost of staying here? What is the cost of playing small? What is the cost of not getting started? What is the cost of not aligning your business, continuing to compromise, taking on these tactics and prescriptions and methodologies that are not resonant, that are not true to you, trying to do something that doesn't feel natural just to stay alive, just to survive? But what if it could be so joyful, so playful, so easy, so lighthearted? What if you could wake up every morning and feel absolutely lit up by what you're doing? And that frequency of being lit up, a feeling full of joy and love, is the frequency that draws unto you the abundance that is within you. And that economy that you create for yourself spills over into everyone else that you're touching, the hearts and the souls that you're reaching. And now, together, we create this aligned creators economy where there is no scarcity, there is no lack, there is no limitation. All of these limited ideas of money doesn't grow on trees, and if it doesn't come easily, if it comes easily, then it's not worth having, right? All these limited, lack-based ideas, which are holding us back from just trusting ourselves, being brave, being courageous, acting on our inspiration, following our passion, creating from our heart. And from this source, from this place within us, there is infinite abundance. There are never-ending opportunities. There are unbelievable synchronicities, all of which conspire in your favor for you to be successful on your terms. But it is up to you. It starts and it ends with you. And there's no other moment but right here and right now that you take hold of your life and create your reality to be aligned with who you really are. So if you're interested in learning more about this course, which is going to be in the early bird pricing, it'll never be cheaper than it is now. Comment creator down below and I'll send you a link where you can get early access to it. And you'll get lifetime access to all the content and all the updates, all the upgrades that I will add over the months and years to come. The early bird purchases will get access to a free group session. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to be available for anything that's coming up, any processes, any challenges along the way. This is going to be a very unique opportunity. So if you're ready to get started, or if you're ready to up-level what you're already doing, then I look forward to seeing you inside. And again, comment creator down below and I'll send you a link where you can learn more.